So here we are with episode 7 of I'm in Love with the Villainous. Last episode, we saw just a tiny bit of Claire's past, and we saw Rei giving Lene some insurance in case she needs it, and definitely isn't a build-up or something. But we'll just have to see it when it happens. Until then, if you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access to non-seasonal and some seasonal shows on the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. Oh, Ron's the one who did it, huh? Gotta learn it from the master, huh? The professionals. Oh, putting on her teaching class. Oh, snap. Is it me or the lighting a little bright there? I was thinking about that. Didi. Instructor. Holy shit, where'd she get this whip? Oh shit! Ooh, she's really passionate. Oh shit, this is a... Damn, she's running as like a military. Damn. I don't know if she'd be that loud, but you know. Always been different. A Lene flashback. Ooh. What's with this filter that's on this episode? What? It's like a very soft like filter that makes like the colors or like the light just shine on the colors for some reason. Oh, and then eventually she learns, huh? It's to be a horse. Yeah, fucking commoners, why are you so stupid? It's almost like you don't get free education or something. Or even have money for education. Oh, a me that talks back? Oh. Does that mean we should get another noble to do it? What? Already so easy. Damn, dude, look at Rod. What beautiful, luscious hair. Why don't they get hair extensions? Or a wig? To look good. Oh, is that a compliment? I will say Claire look a little... Sorry, not Claire. Rei look a little dopey with the way that her hair is like that. Damn, dude. Rod looks like one wild woman. It seemed like Rod was a wild woman. Oh shit. She's gaining the hearts of everyone. Service. She's a customer right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, you shouldn't be slapping your customer. He'll reward me. What a slap. I mean, if you know that she's that kind of person, then you should be like, I will punish you by not talking to you. Your tears? I recommend a GTFO ASAP. all is at peace. Damn, what a line. Damn, he's ready to confess? You is working right now. Didi comes out like this. Damn. Oh, we get to see the mysterious masked man. Who looks like he's smiling like me when I bite my lips and do this. He's a prince? Marcel Loro. Is a dodo bird even native here? Oh no. Wait, hold on. Oh shit! Oh shit! Claire's coming in! Lauronese. I love that they just have a subtitle. Yeah, they're speaking Lauronese right now. Dude, these are some giant wine glass. Taking care of pigs. Upstart new money countries. Ooh, does that mean you have already entered Claire's route? Oh! Ooh, we're getting another flashback? Wow. This is people from the same country again? Damn, dude! Holy shit! Really just shoved her out of the way. Lauronese. Her sleeves are so long. The highest ranked commoner. Yeah, you might never be a noble, but at least you're higher than the other people that we look down upon, am I right? I can't get over how tiny Claire was. He's so sad he has to go out and serve. Oh wow, what a coincidence! Usual honest. Oh, we're back to this little self-hatred, huh? Oh! Oh my god, they touched hands. Oh my god, they're just holding hands throughout the the haunted house, of course. I never really get the idea of like if someone is scared, like, which is all it goes back to this, right? Like, oh, if you're scared, you can always hug me, and it's just like, you know, it's like it's the whole haunted house, that whole thing. It's obviously only for one person for the most part if it's in that sort of situation, right? From the montage, you guys did like 3 activities. Claire's just like, whoo, I'm tired. Is that the guy who confessed to you? Is that just the water with a mat? Commoner movement. That's what we heard about last episode, I think. Bullshit! Yeah! Get that out of here! Damn, really can't drink out of the bottle. You really have to just pour it out. Oh, she did buy it, huh? Help you realize your love. My heart's savior. Oh, she said she worked at a black company, right? Claire, where's your water bottle? Are you just gonna litter? Just because you're a noble. She's putting the distance, she's putting the wall, she's drawing the line. Somebody better take that water bottle. Y'all just littering out here. Oh, that's the end. Is that the same amulet as we saw last episode? I'll look at it once we're done with this. Very fun that when Claire's voice actor sings, she's a lot softer than Rei. I do like this episode. I like this episode a lot more than last episode. Oh, that's the necklace that she gave. Somebody had vandalized the place. A skirmish? Damn, they brawling. Dee Dee, what the fuck? Damn, dude. This is the necklace that she bought. I believe, yes. Yeah, that's the same necklace. Just looks a little different, but I'm going to go back to episode 6. I don't know why I had to put such emphasis on it. That is a different one, I believe. Yeah, sorry, it's not even a fucking amulet. It's actually a bell. A bell with a little purple gem in it. Okay. So, I was thinking why the other one looked different, looks similar. It's because it was from the ending and not from last episode. But alright, we are going to go back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 7 of I'm in Love with the Villainess. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode. I do enjoy it a lot more than like the last 3-ish episode that we've had, but what I've kind of come to the idea of is that it's just a lot of building up, right? As I've mentioned in the last episode, it's a lot of building up, and where we've gone over the first half of this of the series, which is just them building everything up, and now it seems like, you know, with all this build up, it's going to start to spill over in the second half, and we're going to see all the things that they've been building up and see the end result to all of this. And for the most part, I think that for this type of series where, you know, they want to do a lot of build-ups, I think it would work a lot better, and this is to no fault to the anime. Alright, I just want to make sure that I think it works better when you're able to binge through it instead of having to go to watch it weekly, right? Waiting for the next episode to come or something, which is the same thing with Iruma, where, especially season 3 of Iruma, where if you've never really read the manga, or if you haven't read the manga for that series, right? It feels like there's a lot of buildup for something, and then eventually it all kind of ties together for the most part. But Iruma being the series, the long-ass fucking series that it is, it's a continuous build-up to, like, other things, right? And it all ties together with one another. So if you're a manga reader and you watch something like season 3, you know where these build-ups end up. But if you're an anime watcher and you're, like, going through 21 episodes of the fucking hunting, I was gonna say the hunting festival, the harvest festival, there. Right, if you're going through like 21 episodes of that, it's just like, holy fucking shit, where is this going? And so I think that's how I'm feeling with this series, where like it is going somewhere, and I'm kind of in the situation where I know where it's going, but at the same time I can't really connect all the dots. Right, I know where specific points are going because I remember it from many years ago from reading this first arc of the light novel. So there could be the chance that once this series is over, and if I ever choose to watch it again, and particularly watching it in English dub, because I tend to watch it in Japanese dub first before I watch it in English dub, and I know a lot of people have talking about how, oh, the English dub is really good, which, you know what, I appreciate that. I appreciate that there are going to be that there are some anime that where people enjoy the dub over sorry, I want to say the dub over sub, but you know, like when you I watch English dub with subtitles too, so I'm just... But it's nice that we are at this point where English dub, or even other dubs in other languages, right? It's not Japanese, are just really good, and it just makes people really prefer having English dub over such, right? I will say, if you ever want to hear the difference between, like, English dub now to how English dub was before, man, just watch any early 2000 anime or early 2010 anime, and... Actually, not early. Even like late 2000 anime, and watch it in dub. It's awful. Oh, dude, I tried watching Bamboo Blade, and I wanted to watch it in English dub because I was like, you know what? Why not? Right? I wanted to watch anime that I watched before, but I want to watch in English dub, so then I'll get a new experience. The dub for Bamboo Blade is the English dub for Bamboo Blade is so bad. I couldn't even get through it. Anyway, one of the things that we've got that I enjoy is getting a little bit more flashback, particularly more focus on Lene, but we still got Claire in the flashback because they are, they've been childhood friends for the most part. So we've got the typical new girl comes into the whole maid scene, and then we've got this girl who is just sitting on the other side of the table to really tell you how far they are as, like, noble and commoner, you know? I'm so far away from you. So we've got Claire just sitting all the way on the other side of the fucking table and being like, I don't need to know her name. She's gotta quit within a week anyway, just to really let you know that I am a difficult person to work with. Very, very fun. And then we get to this part where Claire is being a little brat, and she's just here like, yo dog, get on your hands and knees. Be my horse, I'm gonna sit on you. And Lene... it's just she had like a little bit of like a like, what the fuck is sort of feel before she goes and she's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be your horse because, well, you don't want to sit on a commoner, do you? Right? I'm a commoner, you're gonna dirty your butt or whatever. Claire finds that like she's just like, you know your place, that's good, I accept you as my maid. So I enjoy that, and it's very fun to see the height difference between Claire and Lene during this time. I think they're about the same height now. I believe so anyways. I haven't really thought too much about like the height between everybody currently, because I think Claire and Rei might be like same height. I don't know, maybe if I go through other scenes I might see it, but yeah, I enjoy this part of the flashback, and then about 10 minutes in, when we got to the Imperial Highness Marcel Loro of the Loro Empire or whatever, they speak Loronese. And what is it? We've got Claire coming in, and she's speaking in Loronese. Which also, we've got these people, I think, when she goes and she says, oh, they're like, wow, you speak fluent Loronese, that's pretty good. Right? What's her name? They actually asked for her name and whatever, but she's just out here sucking up to them. And also, Lene was watching this as well, right? Before Claire comes in and butters him up. That's what she says, his kind will cave if you just butter them up enough. Guess they're pigs, I guess, right? Gotta butter these pigs up before you spit roast them. After Rei leaves, we've got Lene walking on over and just saying like, oh, I was just reminded of the past. And then we get into this part of the flashback, which I thought was rather redundant. It's nice to showcase that Claire is seeing Rei the same way that she sees Lene, right? As someone who is important to her, that she's willing to step in and help this person, albeit being as tsundere as she can. At first, I was just like, is this the same guy? Except he just got fatter. Who knows? But this guy, he really came in. He's just like, there's a commoner in this place. This is no place for your kind. Get out at once. He just fucking pushes her. He walks away. God, that is So funny. Yeah, get out of here, child. But here we have Claire coming in, speaking in Laurenese again, right? Fluent Laurenese or something, and we've got this man like, oh, you speak Laurenese? And at your age, you had a fine education. And the reason why I kind of say it feels a little redundant is because we've literally just saw this scene, right? We literally just saw a similar scene to this. But again, I know what they were going for, but seeing it back to back, it's just like, okay, cool. And in terms of the redundancy, we've got Claire sucking up to the people of the Laurel Empire, with the Laurel people and all that, speaking in Laurenese, and then telling this guy about, like, policy to place more importance on commoners or something, which I don't know, is this a lie? Whatever. After that, she immediately goes into the whole, like, oh, those stupid royals really irritate me, and she goes and she complains, which was exactly the same scene that we saw with Claire, and yeah, saw. The first flashback, I enjoy. The second flashback, I get it, but a little redundant. Okay, I think this is Matt, right? The guy who introduced himself to Rei, the guy who is helping with, like, the whole commoner protest thing. He wants to talk to you specifically, whether it's because you is just a nice person to everyone or whatever, right? Maybe he's the commoners people. You know, maybe that could be it, or maybe he really just wants, you know, to confess to you. Maybe he wants to do both, you know, I ain't judging. But I love Dee Dee just comes out and he's just like, hey, no cutting the line. Very fun. And I guess Dee Dee, towards the end, with what they were talking about, right? The skirmish between the commoner, the noble and the commoner, and Dee Dee's just over here meeting up with God, these faraway shots. Anyways, Dee Dee meeting up with Matt and all that, you know, he's just like, you're not gonna even confess to anybody. He just whips out his wand and he just fires at him. Only I can suck my master's dick. But speaking of Matt and the commoners movement, that was something that was mentioned last episode, and so we've got a little bit more about it. It was the reason why the knights, the old knights, the president and the vice president and stuff, you know, they're just like, oh, we've got our hands busy with the commoners movement and all that, so that's why we're giving Rei and Claire these odd jobs, right? The whole, like, ghosts at nighttime and stuff. We're starting to get more into it, and it seems like we are going to get even further into it next episode after the whole skirmish thing. But we continue to see the way that Claire sees commoners, right? Last time with Claire saying commoners are commoners, and then we saw Lene just kind of just giving her the stare, right? Like a fucking blank stare. That's just kind of like, okay, Claire. And what is it over here, you know, she's just like, oh, commoners and nobles being equal? Fucking nonsense. And she just tosses it on the ground, and she grabs Rei to run away. And she's just over here like, look, don't let those fools get a hold of you, or you let those fools get a hold of you. And of course, we've got Rei who's just like, look, I don't know, maybe we should have some sort of equality. And Claire, she's against equality. Fuck these people, dog. They're commoners and nobles for a reason. Which is very funny. It's just like how Claire, when she was small, and she was telling Lene to be a horse, and Lene was just like, be a horse, and she's not asking that as in, like, what's a horse or whatever, but she just assumes that because she's a commoner, you don't even know what a horse is? And it's just like, well, yeah. It seems like commoners don't get fucking education. She's a child, you know, it's not like she understands. Maybe commoners do get educations, but, you know, not as great as nobles, right? The whole reason why commoners are commoners is a lot of the time is because they lack education. And that's how the rich get you here in the modern world. they make public education absolutely horrible while they pour all their fucking money into private educations where they can educate their kids. So then they have more higher education and they'll get better jobs, and also definitely not because of nepotism. And then they'll continue to look down on the commoners. Or in this case, right? The lower class, what is the medium class? Like, why is the name not getting into? Anyways, I'm not gonna boil over this, but before we get to the other conversation that she has with Claire, we've got this part where why did I say that really weird? Where Claire and Rei are about to go on their break, and this is when Rei tells Claire, like, oh, you did a great job handling the customers, and Claire's just like, I'm used to putting up a front, but Rei says, I like the usual honest Miss Claire more, to which Claire goes back into that, that self-hatred that she has, which is like, what about me is honest? I know my personality very well. I know it very well. I know that it drives people away, but god damn it, I can't stop. Understandable. And so we've got Rei telling her, it makes me sad to see you putting yourself like that. So she gets down on her knees and she's just over here like, hey, I'm gonna escort you for the festival. And very fun that we see Claire, instead of protesting about it, being a little tsundere about it before she accepts it, she just sees the situation plays out and she blushes furiously. She was being a little bit of a tsundere, look at her fucking blushing and then frowning at the same time. What a tsundere. But she takes her hand. They're just out here walking and holding hands. Wow. And they had a time at the haunted festival. As I said again, I personally don't really understand this whole spiel with like somebody is scared and they don't want to go into a haunted house, and then you're just like, nah, fam, I'm gonna bring you to a haunted house. And a lot of moments when it comes to these tourist situations, right, of a character bringing another character who's scared of ghosts and goblins and whatever, and the other person, not wanting to admit that they're scared, despite being extremely scared. He's like, yo, I'm not scared, I'm gonna go in anyways, because the other person goats them into it. But the only reason why they do it is because, oh, if you're scared, hold on to me, right? It's literally, that's the only reason why they go into haunted festival, which I suppose is the reason of haunted mazes and all that. I guess that I just never really understand the whole thing. I don't really go into haunted mazes myself, just because I don't really give the actors who are in the haunted maze the reaction that they want, which is like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I don't really give that. I don't really give off that vibe. I've went to like haunted places before where, they've got actors just going around scaring people, and the more you give them a reaction, the more they're gonna fucking come after you. And so I would walk and I'm just over here just like looking at the actors. I'm just like, huh, they look pretty nice. And usually they leave me alone because they're just like, who the fuck is this person just staring at me? But I personally don't go into haunted mazes or haunted, these sort of places, just because it's really the jump scare that like triggers my fucking adrenaline. But like, it's overall not really like the scare all that much, albeit if it has like a really good atmosphere. I think that's pretty fun. Albeit, I know that there are some places that kind of like, they've got like people coming and like chasing after you, really gotta get you running, your heart pumping and all that. Whew. Honestly, I was running after a train today. I was almost late for my train. I was just running with a fucking heavy backpack on, and man, my heart rate, I had my watch on at the time, my heart rate was reaching like 150, which... wow. I was so tired then. I was just like, whoa, am I on the right train? I don't even know. But honestly, I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about? Haunted mansions, haunted whatever. Not really my thing. Okay, back to where we were after the whole commoner movement. Matt was talking to Rei and stuff. We've got Rei, who gives Claire the necklace that she saw while she was off buying some water, and a necklace, amulet, as she says. Claire, seeing this, she's just kind of like, and also Rei saying like, oh, this is the necklace that'll help you find your love. Hope you and Prince Thane hit it off and all that, you know? Coming back to what was said in episode 3, right? So we're getting all these episodes that they've just been building up, and it's just coming back to this episode. So very nice. And again, I'm assuming that everything is spilling over into the second half. So we've got Claire, who asks, this is really weird. Why are you doing this? I thought you said that you love me. Rei's just like, yeah, I genuinely love you. So why are you helping me with my love, right? Instead of trying to chase after me instead, which is just kind of like, well, if you don't reciprocate her love, it's kind of, you know, let's not. So Rei comes to the conclusion that, yeah, Claire's just a straight girl, so can't really get her to love me, so might as well make her happy instead. And I enjoy this scene. And then we've got Claire, who finally asks, why are you so obsessed with me? And we've got her doing a little smile out here, and we get yet another tiny tidbit of her life, where she, if I remember again, right, she worked for a black company, and so she's working hours upon hours, and she's eating inconvenience stores only. She's eating convenience store food. And these like vitamin jelly, that's what it looks like. And in this world where she's pretty much stuck in a routine, and a routine that she doesn't particularly like, right? Because who the fuck wants to work 12 hours a day for 7 days a week, right? Who really wants to fucking do that? I mean, working 5 days a week is awful anyways, and work really should just be like 4 days a week. That's all I'm gonna say. It's kind of like school. School shouldn't be like at a time where kids are so fucking groggy in the morning that first or second period isn't even going to like hit their brain because they're too busy trying to wake the fuck up. By the way, just a little bit of a rant. One of the worst thing that was back in high school for me was I had geometry class at second period, and it was awful because I'm still desperately trying to wake up during that time, and my geometry teacher was so fucking boring. He was so boring that it was the only class where I felt like my eyes were just like fighting against me. I'm just over here like trying to keep myself awake, but like it was so difficult. Anyways, rant over. But yeah, Rei was stuck in a bad routine, right? This work culture of Japan, right? They're always fucking overworking, and the whole one big cliche, if it's not truck-kun that comes for them, it's often overworking that comes for them, and then they get, you know, they get reincarnated into another world. That's the whole thing with isekais, and they get to leave their life behind and live a whole different life. So here's Rei filling in that role, and the thing that really takes her out of that mundaneness is the ability to play this game. This game that has so many fucking mechanics. Jesus Christ, it's a visual novel, but it's like a whole bunch of other fucking shit. And this one character that she really likes is the person that she feels saved her life. Or perhaps in this case, a person who helped her continue living, right? Instead of wanting to not live anymore, she continues to go through this mundane activity, go through this tiresome activity, because once she has time to spare, right, once she's able to pay for her bills, for her food and whatever, right, and continue living in this space that she's in, she's able to enjoy her time with Claire, the character. She even wrote fan fictions about Claire being exiled and, you know, having to farm and shit. Right? She was really into the fandom. That goes for a lot of people, right? Whether it's games, whether it's stories or something, anything that allows them to escape their world for just a little bit, or, you know, do something that allows them to think about something a little bit deeper. Really, it really depends on what you see with entertainment and media and stuff. And I will say, if you use entertainment to escape from this rugged world that we live in, I think that's totally fine. Just don't, you know, push that ideal onto other people who want to, you know, deep dive and look into the media and, like, the entertainment, see how essentially media shapes our reality. So it all shapes up to Rei telling Claire that you saved me, right? You saved my life. And Claire is just kind of like, I saved you? That's ridiculous. I thought we literally met when class came. How is this possible? when school started. How is this possible? And as they're about to leave, I suppose Claire kind of hears this whole spiel, like, I saved you? That's fucking stupid, right? That's not me. I don't save people. I step on them. Why not both, right, Claire? But she hears that, and she's decided, I'm going to put even more, an even bigger distance between us. As Rei is out here trying to play it, right? Let me, give me your hand, let me escort you. And Claire's like, hey, the day's over. You're not escorting me anymore. You and I are a noble and a commoner. No more or less than that. And she just says, come on, let's get a moving already. Hold on. You can stop pretending. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, she's, here's Claire, putting more distance between the people who might care about her and such. So, and especially people who might care about her, but they are a commoner. So, although, despite her saying that, right, she's still tightly gripping onto the amulet, so. Typical tsundere behavior. Very nice. But as I said, I enjoyed this episode. I'm hopefully, you know, I will enjoy the rest of the second half of the series as we again get to see what's. Oh yeah, that reminds me, we did see the spooky masked man who's been seen in the opening this whole time. He's also watching Matt leave as well. And we've got... what a smile, dude. He's... Okay, he's just smiling like... He's like me. He has a crooked smile. I don't know, is that supposed to be them showing that he has a crooked smile? Oh my god. He only smiles with one lip. His other face, the half of his face is paralyzed. It's not even crooked. You know, the whole idea of a crooked smile is that this person is not, they're not nice people, right? Villains, they've got crooked smiles and all that, so, oh my god. He only smiles on one side. But again, you know what? Now I'm just over here. Maybe it's not a shadow. Maybe he just, like, really enjoys painting. And that's, like, part of, like, maybe he has makeup on the border of his lips. Also, you know what? Might not even be a he. So, I apologize for assuming their gender. Could be a woman or a non-binary person. we won't know until we see him more. So, we'll just have to see who this person is, right? They're finally making some sort of appearance, and they're just out here being a creep, hiding behind a wall and all that. So, yeah, we'll just have to see who this person is. And if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.